tractor they call Shoot to Thrill. It has a 2-liter Ecotech GM motor in it. Turbo 350 in that. This will be his first pull of the season. Leaders weren't able to make it down to our first pull of the year in Morris, but it's a long drive for them too. But Mickey Leader in the Shoot to Thrill Micro Mini. Traction might be an issue tonight.
AC/DC Shoot to Thrill for you, Dallas.
Absolutely. Well, considering the track was that wet, these are just little machines. Like I said, these are the children of the families within the Prairie Pulling League, and they are the up-and-coming superstars. They're superstars now, but they're going to be piloting some pretty big stuff after this. I don't know which I am. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for young Nick Leader out of Raymore, Saskatchewan, Shoot to Thrill. Somebody's got to start somewhere. So we're at about the 85-foot mark. Okay.
Into the Power Room back by Experience. Ag Parts is proud to sponsor
Farms, Offered Services, FL Engine Builders, Shimco Farm Sales, Small Motor Services, and Gulf Petroleum. And the sponsor on that beautiful little cherry on top. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the first offering from the Hoffert pulling team out of Odessa. But we're going to get to see this tractor again a little bit later on. All right. Very consistent little tractor. The 1.6 liter Chevette. Here we go. Cherry on top. Duncan Hoffert. Cherry on the top right there, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Duncan Hoffert's 139.94 unofficial time or distance. Blistering along at 3.5 miles an hour, which I think was top speed on most Chevettes back in the day, right, Garth?
You can feel the heat from here.
Yeah. This is Josie Penner in a brand new build that they built this winter. This is a little tractor they call Case, a little case of addiction. It has a 1.8 liter Isuzu diesel in this thing. The brand new build for Josie. First pull was down in Morris, Manitoba. She did a heck of a job. Sponsor on that is Mom and Dad with Petco Diesel. Here we go. First the monster truck. He also is a monster truck driver too. A mini monster truck. But if you are into monster trucks, there's 3 or 4 big shows coming up this summer. Check that out. But right now, he is a puller in the micro class. Savage Bunny, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on there. That Savage Bunny is usually pretty violent coming out of the hole. We might have to change them over onto the sandy side that they were doing with the vintage tractors. Keep in mind, these things are probably cranking out somewhere around 26 to 35 horsepower. And that's a pretty big sled to be pulling along there. But
well, if they get the thing to stick, they'd actually go somewhere, but they just, it ain't sticking, that's for sure.
Spinning ain't winning.
Chrome don't get you home.
Let's hold on.
Oh.
Monty's coaching here, so. Oh, Teddy is waiting to get the green lights on. There we go. See, safety first. Safety first. Here we go. Dakota Sackman bouncing off the rev limiter on that Dakota motor. He's getting too big for that thing. His dad's gonna have to cut the roll bar and add another 3 to 5 inches on there. That kid just, and I don't know how he grows that fast. All of these kids. Dakota Sackman in the micro. Dizzy Duster. This is the little Ericsson Diesel Micro Mini. Brand new build on it. And the first puller tonight driving it is Hunter. Hunter is in there. This has a 4-cylinder Isuzu diesel. I was talking to Jordan and he said, man, I'd really love to put a turbo on it, but they don't allow that in the micro class. But Hunter and Maddox have been getting dragged around these poles for the last 5 years, and now they get to be a part of the superstar team. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Dizzy Duster, Hunter Ericsson. I love it. It's a smoker just like his dad's truck. That's great. Brand new build on that. Good job, Hunter. Bunch of sponsors on that too, man. Somebody went to town there. Thanks to Monty Getz for helping put that all together. Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, but we've got Core Rental Services out of Saskatoon and Shane's Welding and Makeup. Really, really cool build, and the boys were excited, weren't they? They were pumped. But this is the way you test it, right? Right on the track. That's the way the tractor pulling world works. We get 1 hit per show to try it out. You do all your testing you can, but not everybody's got a tractor puller around. I seen the video that they were pulling the farm truck around, pulling the farm truck just to get the feel for the hook on it, so. All right, there's her birthday song. Come on, Danica, lay it to the boys there, show them how it's done. Birthday girl taking it all right there. Woo! Fantastic. So that's your micro class, ladies and gentlemen. Let me look. We're going down. Sneaky Pete. This tractor, it's got a 350 Chevy small block and a 2-speed super power glide. And this is a new build for him. It used to be his brother's tractor. His brother's got more interest now. I think he has a girlfriend or something. I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. So this is our mini class, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start to turn it up a little bit and a little bit more. But right now, Sneaky Pete and Emmett Bauer. Emmett Balla setting the bar, I guess, at the 99-foot
So we
mark.
keep it in line?
Yeah. 99 feet. So that is it. And again, the Prairie Pulling League rules say if you're the very first hook in your class and you're unhappy with that hook, you can come around to the end of to his Nana that has passed away. Sponsors on that, Welch Land, XZ Customs Limited, and Pierceco CNC. Brand new motor, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Should be happy with that. 228, 86, 228, 86. So make sure you got your ear protection in. And in just a couple of seconds, you're going to find out why he was the champion from last year. That sounded like differential problems. Oh man, that's the way it works in this world. A little bit of mechanical failure, it happens. Man, oh man. Well, still a decent 224 with breakage. He was on par for laying down a pass, but not much you can do. We're gonna need a hook and get him pulled out of there. He's got to spend some money, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big round of applause for Craig Strudwick? Dodge motor in this. A lot of these guys are running Chevys, but there's a few of them out there running them Dodges. And definitely a cool little machine, but a better story. It was his wife that convinced him to buy it. How often does that ever happen? Usually we have to buy stuff and then ask for forgiveness. Good job, Matt Bell. In the Joker 238-34. Specialty Lubricants. Eliminator Junior Big, thanks to Kelburn. Yeah, well, there's a baby here, but yeah. All right. Speaking of superstars, ladies, this is one of our lady superstars from the Prairie Pulling League. This is Sarah Legui out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan, in the tractor they call the Punisher. 351 cubic inches of small block. Straight run, 2:32.27 from Sarah Legui. Legui Farms and Poor Boy Motorsports is sponsor on that. Fantastic. All right, coming out of Swan River, Manitoba, this is Wayne Shell, tractor they call Firewater. 355 cubic inches of small block Chevy, blowing, but under. He's allowed to run a supercharger in this class as long as it's under. Shell and Firewater, 258.44, decent 17.4 mile an hour too. That was a good tug out of Swan River, Manitoba. Don't forget to get your 50/50 tickets and sign up for a chance to ride in the big Red Express, a Canadian icon in the tractor pulling world, truck and tractor pulling world. 1979 was the truck was built, and the Wilson family, Valley View pulling team out of Duff, Saskatchewan, didn't want to see it rot inside of a barn. It had been parked for about 8 years, I think I was told, and they wanted to revive it. They had talked to Billy Cole a couple of times about getting it purchased, and Billy wasn't ready to sell. And finally one day Scott and Cameron hopped in the truck and they just drove right to Billy's place, and they came home with it, brought it by our shop. We give it a little bit of a facelift. They did the tune-up on it, and man, cranking almost 1,800 horsepower. So you get a chance, thanks to Nick's Towing sponsoring that, chance to win a ride tonight in the big Red Express, 1966 Canadian Kenworth, 12V71 Detroit diesel, twin turbo supercharged, almost 1,800 horsepower. Lots of fun. So enter to win, chance to be a part of our Prairie Pulling League Superstars tonight. All right. Coming out of McLean, Saskatchewan.
Alright folks, don't forget to get in on that 50/50 draw. It's going around. We're going to do that draw somewhere right after modifieds and before unlimited diesel. So that's when we're doing that draw. We'll also do a draw for Big Red Express right at the same time. Get in on that and we'll get you a helmet. You get to go with a little bit of rides. The 50/50 of course are on the way right now. Get in on that and we'll get you a nice big ride in the Red Express. Looks like a little tea bucket up there, Dallas.
Next offering coming out of Belgoni, Saskatchewan. This is Taylor Strudwick, and the tractor he calls bucket of bolts 2.0. This has a 460 cubic inch big block Chevy injected on alcohol, 2-speed power life.
Taylor Strudwick, 237.44. Man, look at how tight they all are, within like 3 feet, 4 feet. Man, Taylor, you left a little bit of dirt in front of that Schaefer oil eliminator, Junior. Trouble finding the chain to unhook them. Pushing dirt like that isn't good, because you're dragging more weight and you're just beating yourself up there. Oh, I know what's happening. Ain't I don't get anything.
11 years old, and then they got into this, and now he stepped it up into the mini class with the bit bigger engine. Doing pretty good with this thing. Very under horsepower compared to some of like the big 468 big block Chevys, but wants to thank Gardon Securities at Northside Sales in Ituna and Bailey Boys Towing for sponsorship on that. Colton Wilson, Redneck Tuning. Here we go.
Oh yeah, Colton Wilson. That awesome tug. Awesome tug. 210 on that little 306. He said he was gonna do a little bit better tonight because he went with a 2-barrel carburetor. And again, another one that's gonna have a big smile on his face the entire time he's doing this. Shy, it looks like you got a lot of entries in there, eh? A lot of entries. Anybody want a chance to go and ride on the Canadian iconic truck? We're gonna be starting to draw for that, so if you want to get your name in, Cheyenne says it's free. Come down, sign up, put your name in to go for a ride in the Big Red Express with the Valley View Pulling Team. Thanks Tony for sponsoring that. It's quite a contradiction because Mixed Towing sponsored it, and Bailey Boys Towing sponsored it. It's a big team.
Big team effort. That's good.
Good job.
Don't look back, the sun's out.
Don't want to jinx it, eh?
Well, you know, get some bronze sponsors I'd like to name off here quickly. Sharp Automotive Repair. It's the 5-letter words that get me every time. I don't know where the Rock, UFA, Trig Sand and Gravel, Grumpy's Grill, Lindgren Seeds, Wholesale Transmission, Yorkton Welding and Machine, Roshane Autosport Limited, Mark's Bailey Boys Towing for some equipment, Federowich Construction, Flanders, Sales, Jeff McLennan, Brian and Brad Kidyak, Maple Ag, Pattison Agriculture, Penguin, Repsh Agri Parts and Sales, Rocky Mountain Equipment, and of course, like to thank Crestview Ambulance, Yorkton Fire Protection, and St. John's Ambulance. And you guys can stay exactly where you are.
All right, coming out of Darlingford, Manitoba, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first offering from the amazing Nickel family and the Nickel Pulling 400. Big thanks to Redline Manufacturing, Rolling Plains Metalwork, and TKC Trucking. This is Cheyenne Leader, the tractor they call Dragula. This thing can get violent sometimes too, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for the green light.
mix there. Cheyenne leader, ladies and gentlemen, in Dragula. 191.31. Good job, Cheyenne. Cheyenne pulled for years in the micro class, and the age limit got her, and so she's moved it up. And this is her second year running in the mini class. So, ladies and gentlemen, that coming out of Odessa, Saskatchewan in the Hoffert Bowling team. This is Joe Hoffert in the super mini they call lethal injection. 500 cubic inch Allen Johnson Hemi. Almost 2,000 horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Farms, Hoffert Services, a cell engine builder, Shimco Farm Sales. Lethal injection! Wow! That is a pass, Joe Hoffert, 347, 29.5 mile an hour. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Big old forward strap on the top. Injected, running on alcohol. Monty and his team have figured out how to make these little 5.7 Hemis sing almost 1,500 horsepower out of the Demon. And this thing rock and rolls, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, get a fist bump from Big Sean. Ready to go. Here goes. Monty gets and the Demon. Nice run, Monty gets 277.67, 20 mile an hour in that 5.7 liter Hemi. Fantastic, you'll be very happy with that pull too. So that is our super modified class.